Homeschooling middle school can be a little intimidating and scary, but it doesn't have to be. Today, I want to share with you guys 4 different curriculums that my kids are using completely independently that they have been having fun with and enjoying and learning from this year. These are 4 of my standout favorites from this year, and I can't wait to share with you more. So let's get started. First up is Redefining School, an online-based literature course specifically designed for middle school students. And let me just tell you, Mindy, the teacher, is phenomenal. You can tell her gifting and her calling is to work with kids of this age. This program is a huge blessing as it has 2 different components. It has the self-paced learning aspect of it, as well as live online classes. It makes for the perfect fit for the busy homeschool family. At the beginning of the month, you'll get an email with all of your month's lessons for your students. I would simply print out the different readings and the schedules for the kids, and then they can follow that suggested schedule all throughout the month, or they can do things a little faster or slower based on what their preferences are. Twice a month, there is a live class aspect. Now, one of those is optional, although I had my kids participate in both each time. They have a couple of different choices of times that you can choose, and with all of this, you can choose either world literature or American literature. My kids are going through the American Lit this year. In those online classes, they get to interact with other students. They get to read samples of their work and get constructive feedback on those pieces, as well as learning more about the topic at hand. Again, whether it is a specific literary figure or whether it is maybe a period of time in literature, they get to dive a little deeper into that. The self-paced lessons include reading over either a different story or poetry, just depending on the topic for that month. It has video-based lessons that the kids can watch, and then they have questions that they will answer based off of watching those lessons, as well as writing assignments that they can do in addition to that. My kids are really enjoying this class a lot and are looking forward to the next semester. My only kind of, regret is that I didn't jump on this and do it sooner and do it as soon as they started 6th grade. So this will be my boys' last year, but my daughter will be able to do it for 1 more year, and I'm very excited about that. If you are interested in learning more about Mindy's class, be sure to use the referral code down below where you can get a discount off of your purchase. Or if you are a Made to Homeschool member, you actually can get an even bigger discount. So be sure to check out all of those links and details down below in the description. The second class that has been really helpful and has been able to be done independently is our teaching textbooks. We do our math on the computer, but not online because it downloads several lessons at a time onto your device, so you can do it in the car. My kids have done it at their doctor's office, they've done it at their grandparents' house, they do it here, they do it everywhere. I sound like a Dr. Seuss book, but truly it has been great to have a mobile version of math, being able to take that with them. My boys are doing pre-algebra, my daughter is doing 7th grade math. I have absolutely loved it. Yes, I do have to answer questions from time to time, but it does teach the lessons. It grades it. It tells them when they got it wrong and why they got it wrong. And I really have enjoyed that independence of being able to handle that subject all on their own. If you want to learn more about teaching textbooks, be sure to subscribe as I have a video coming out about that very soon. The third curriculum that's been a huge blessing to our homeschool for middle school has been Homeschool ASL. One of my sons has been wanting to learn American Sign Language for a long time, but just lacking the ability or the resources to do so. So we signed him up for Homeschool ASL. This is a high school level course, and he's actually able to take it in 8th grade and count it towards his high school foreign language credit. Now, be sure to check your specific state laws when it comes to ASL, as some states don't count it as a foreign language. This course has been independent, something he can do on his own. It has a suggested schedule and breakdown for you as you go through several different units. One of the things I've loved about this curriculum is that it's not just teaching your child how to sign specific words, phrases, or sentences. It's also teaching them about deaf culture, which is something I'm very, very, very passionate about and very excited to see my son learn. Unlike other online classes for ASL, they can sometimes lack a little bit of the personal touch and the accountability as you're learning. This class, while it is self-paced predominantly, it does offer opportunities for accountability. Like Redefining School, it has a once a month, sometimes twice a month hangout where the kids can come and they practice different things all together. They also have the ability for you to record yourself signing the different words or phrases that you've been assigned, and then you send that video into your teacher and then she gives you feedback. And this has been really, really helpful because a lot of the programs I had found previously previous to this were something where you would practice at home and you just hope and pray that you get it right. But unless you had someone around you who knew what they were doing, you never got that feedback to make sure that you're facing your hand the right way, or to realize that maybe you actually are signing a totally different word than what you thought. Overall, I give this program a 10 out of 10. We've really enjoyed it, and they have ASL 1, 2, and 3, and my son hopes to continue and do all 3 of those in the future. Are your kids working on any foreign languages or interested in any? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear what they're learning. The 4th curriculum that has been hugely impactful this year and that my kids have done independently is Apologia Science. Now, Apologia does have a middle school curriculum that your kids can do, and it is designed to be done independently. I have some kiddos though with some special needs, and I wasn't sure if they were quite ready to dive into that sort of next level. So because of that, I wanted to try something a little bit hybrid, I guess. So this year, for their 8th grade year, I have the boys doing anatomy and physiology. They're doing it completely independently, and with the special needs that we have, we've made some adaptations. So they go through the book and they read along as they listen to the audio, so that there's no barrier there for them to be able to learn. They then go through and will watch a YouTube video. I found several on each lesson that they can watch a little something, so there's that visual component to it as well. And then they go through the journals, filling out the different pages, answering the different questions, and doing the activities. They also are doing the experiments on their own as well. We got a Nature's Workshop Plus kit for this Apologia Science. It has most of the supplies we need for the different experiments, so my boys are able to just open it up, find the bag that correlates with that particular lesson, and be able to do all of the experiments effortlessly. Doing the anatomy and physiology has been a really good transition curriculum for them, but I am excited for them to get into the middle school, high school stuff for next year. But it was a great opportunity for them to truly see that they could absorb this information. My son actually said that he's really enjoying doing it the way we're doing it. He's actually learned more this year, he feels like, than he has in years past, because he is kind of in charge of that education. So this is something I highly recommend, whether you do like a hybrid thing of what we're doing, or whether you just jump straight into the middle school, high school curriculum. It's definitely something worth checking out. And I know they even have video lessons and resources for some of the older ages. If you want to learn more about what some of my elementary favorites are for curriculum for this year, be sure to check out this video here, and you can learn more about that.